like. So first of all, I want to welcome you to New Hampshire, and I want to thank you all for not running for president. Because everybody else who seems to come here this time of year is either running for president, is thinking about running for president, or has a super PAC. I have a super PAC, so if you want to send money to me, no, sorry. If you want to send money to me, go ahead. So anyway, I want to thank you. This is going to be fun. DataGravity is taking a very unique approach to storage. Myself and my co-founder, John Joseph, came up with this idea that storage didn't have to be stupid. And when you talk to a storage array, it was kind of dumb as a stump, right? It could tell you how fast it was going, and it could tell you how much weight it lost. I'm not good at either of those things, so we had to come up with something else, right? So what we talked about was we spent a lot of time at a previous storage company called EqualLogic trying to figure out how to know smart things about storage so you could load balance it. And frankly, what you found yourself doing was you were looking at the trash trying to figure out what somebody was having for dinner. You know, you had all the information. If you sat at the table, if you were in the storage array looking at the data itself, as opposed to the storage patterns, you could make more intelligent decisions about security, about finding information, about what you could save and delete. The other thing we observed while we were looking at this is every storage vendor who says they have analytics can tell you how fast they go and can tell you why you should buy more storage, right? So all roads to storage analytics go to, oh, you need more disk for IOPS, or you need faster flash for that, or you need to buy more storage to span out. What they don't tell you is how you can use less storage more effectively, safer, and getting a better benefit from that storage. So we're all about taking that storage, shedding light on it, and giving you information about that storage. And I guarantee you within the next 5 years, what you see today, most storage companies will be talking about. So how do I know that? Because I've already heard 3 or 4 people being the first people to invent adding insights into storage, right? So as you get more and more people being the first to invent something, you know you've got something, right? So it's very cool to see. I've got some great people who are going to tell you all about the technology. So I have Dave Siles is going to take you through the product and do a demo. We will show the UI. I have 2 of our leads, Greg McHale, who runs our I/O team, and Eric McCall, who runs our data intelligence / data analytics team, and they'll go through the architecture with you. So no questions are out of bounds. We may not answer, but and we're going to see a little bit of leg to show you, or a little bit of a tease to show you for the next tech field day at VMworld. So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Dave Siles.
Great. Thanks, Paula. So my name is Dave Siles. I'm the Chief Technology Officer for DataGravity. It's great to have everybody here, everybody watching remote. Thanks for joining in. I know we're the last presentation, so they say the best for last, and I won't disagree with that statement. DataGravity, obviously Paula and John, luminaries in the industry. We've really built a world-class team here at DataGravity. We are proud of what we are doing. We've won some awards. We launched at VMworld last year. We actually were very honored to be at Tech Field Day at VMworld last year. We won Best New Technology, won the overall Best of Show. I've been following along all week with the Tech Field Day. I'll mention Gartner. We won their Cool Storage Vendor Award. There is not a magic quadrant for what we do. We still are divided by one. For what we do, no one else does what we do at the point of storage. So, Paula kind of alluded to this already, but the thesis statement for DataGravity is really to change what the storage industry has been about the last 30 years. It's been about 2 things. How much can I buy for dollars per terabyte, and how fast can I make it go dollars per IOP? Every new storage company that's still coming out, it's still playing in these 2 buckets. The problem is you buy storage to put your data on it, and that storage has no awareness of what's there. We wanted to solve that with DataGravity and bring a 3rd metric to the storage industry in terms of dollar per answer. Now that's not a metric you pay for. That's the value you get for having your data live on DataGravity. And I'll walk you through how we do that. Why? We live in a data-driven world, right? The old adage is storage doesn't shrink. It's like potato chips, no one eats just one. It's growing by leaps and bounds, and if you look at the actual data that does grow, the heavy part of it that's growing is the unstructured data. You know, if you listen to Gartner, Analyst, Forrester, you know, they put it anywhere between 60 to 80% year over year in that growth perspective. That's a lot of data with a lot of value that's hard to ask questions of, that you need something to be able to answer those questions. We feel DataGravity is that answer. We also feel that data awareness is very important across the entire organization. It's not meant just to be a storage platform that the IT professional has. At DataGravity, we really redefined it and extended our platform across the entire organization. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're a hardcore storage IT professional, you're going to love what we do at the storage layer. If you're in the risk governance compliance side of your business, you're going to love the answers you can get out of the product. And if you're a line of business end user, we're going to help you understand and ask questions of your data, but you're never going to know you logged into storage. You know, DataGravity extends across the entire organization, bringing that data awareness. So how do we do that? We really take and fold in about 5 core technologies into one product here. You know, at our storage layer, we are flash accelerated primary storage. It's about where we stop being the same as every other storage company in the world. The other half of our storage layer is deduplicated archive storage. So really thinking about it, you're getting a best in world-class primary storage array. You're also getting archive storage. Above that, we've brought in data protection. We reimagine the snapshot. We call it discovery points. You'll see that in action, but it really gives us the ability to have you have data protection with no backup window and truly instant recovery, whether that's on a CIF share, NFS share inside of a LUN, or all the way into a virtual machine. Then we go into the governance space and help you analyze and answer the questions of who's doing what, when, and where. Right? There's obviously a fifth W there, or why, and we'll help you understand that a little bit. But I can never tell you why someone does something stupid. Last piece is the governance, besides governance, is to be able to go actually surface that information. Being able to search on it through a Google-like search experience and return that information, and you'll see that all tied together. We do this all on a single platform we call the DataGravity Discovery Series. The Discovery Series, physical hardware, our shipping configuration is a 6U configuration, a 2U compute node, 4U storage shelf. Inside that, we have what we call the DataGravity Intelligence Engine. Now, for the purposes of this conversation, we're going to deep dive how that engine actually works through this session. So I'm going to skip over that and let my colleagues who actually built that and led those teams answer those questions for you. And lastly, we wrap that together with an HTML5 web user interface that extends across the entire organization based on the role of who you log in as. So again, if I log as an IT professional, I'm going to see storage. I log in as an end user, I'm going to have search experience on my enterprise data. Right? We put the data in content, in context, and extend that across. So before I jump into the demo, you know, it's great to have the people here in the room. But for those who are watching online around the world, if you'd like to play along, we're going to allow you to do that. Right? So for about the last 10 days, anybody who's tweeted using the VFD5 hashtag, we've been indexing all your tweets, right? Out in Twitter space. Secondly, anybody who wants to play along right now can send an email to vfd5@datagravity.com, attach documents, PDFs, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, whatever you want. Don't send viruses, please. We are scanning for that. Under 30 megs in attachment size. Don't send anything confidential that you don't want back. We'll delete all the data off after this, but any data that comes in during this is going to get ingested into the DataGravity array. We'll index that, and we'll return you some insights around that. All right? By the way, this wonderful meme up there came into the array this morning. All right. Anytime Chris Wall is mentioned today, because he so graciously could not be here, these wonderful lights up here will turn purple. Right? But we're going to answer these questions. So, you know, every good story needs an antithesis. We're going to be able to answer the question of what Wall is doing, where he did it, who he did it to and did it with, and why he did it, right? So play along with us, and if obviously you're following on the Twitter sphere, tweets that come in mentioning Chris Wall will get bonus points.